It's hard to be famous when your every move is broadcasted online. Because within the blink of an eye, those same people that once loved your content could be looking at you in a much harsher light. Although he may be hip-hop's favorite comedian, this is a situation which DRUSKI is getting familiar with. Because while he's still hugely popular and is getting big opportunities, there are more and more skeletons spilling out of his closet, with comments and connections he made coming back to haunt him. It's your boy Luesta, and this is the dark side of DRUSKI. By now, you know who DRUSKI is. After making his name with skits online, he's continued to strike gold again and again with viral moments.
So, explain this. This is one question I got for you. When you say nigga, a lot of people are saying that's gotta be racist. There's no way.
What is up with the fouling, and why would you say you're fouling so much out here?
You are so fine, bro.
Other than that, I'd like to ask about the game, man.
Throughout his entire career, DRUSKI has continued to land on his feet, getting more and more cosigns, alongside working with major brands and even sports teams. Along the way, it's become lucrative, particularly as he's leveraged relationships with some major artists to help make bank.
DRUSKI's making a lot of money from promo and albums, this and third. He got a couple TV shows or like digital shows, just like how, you know, I did a bunch of stuff with Complex. He's also being brought on tour by a lot of people. So like, he's on J. Cole's tour, I believe. So he'll come out and do like probably a 10 to 15 minute like opener type shit. He's getting a lot from, you know, just his social media presence.
And it's really no surprise because, let's be serious, he's often hilarious. But sometimes, DRUSKI has teetered into dangerous territory where some people feel they've gone too far. And in other situations, some of his connections within hip-hop and the loyalty he's shown to them has also led to some alarming speculation about him. And these days, let's just say that things are going left in rapid fashion. Recently, DRUSKI appeared on Kai Cenat's stream during his Mafia-thon with Kevin Hart. This wasn't really news because he and Kai are friends. But it's how DRUSKI conducted himself once he was there that caused all of the controversy. Because over the course of the entire sleepover stream, it seemed like he was on a mission to sabotage his entire reputation. For starters, he insulted a kid to the point that he covered his ears in horror of what he was.
Oh my god, this soft ass shit, man. Like, this what comedians do, man. They make they jokes. This what they do. Like, sometimes they get so much into their character though that they can like fuck around and they say a comment that might offend the whole entire world. And oh god, like, but I personally don't believe like people in this environment, like bringing people into this environment with the streamers and shit like that. Just don't bring the kids into it, especially
hearing.
Shit, like shit.
He conducted himself once he was there that caused all of the controversy. Because over the course of the entire sleepover stream, it seemed like he was on a mission to sabotage his entire reputation. For starters, he insulted a kid to the point that he covered his ears in horror of what he was hearing.
Like this dweeby ass shit, like why is he even there?
Yo, come on, bro. Come on. Y'all been saying that to me all fucking night. Everybody call me the fat all night, but I can't call the other little fat.
Like there should have been a situation where he made sure like everybody here who comes on the stream isn't safe from any jokes, anything funny, anything. That was the mistake that was made.
Straight away, people could not believe it, including both the kid and his mom, because since it went down,
Well, I feel like DRUSKI probably thinking from his point of view, like he was when he was a kid, nobody gave a fuck when they used to probably joke about him and shit. So now, like, if he do it to another kid, I get it. Like,
LeBron James Jr. and Kai Cenat.
So, with that, they wouldn't let me get my son. Security would block me. The person in charge of telling me what's supposed to go on was saying that my son was crying because he didn't get no food, which was a lie. A older person, DRUSKI, was physically and mentally assaulting my son, calling my son a fat ass nigga, whatever he was saying. But he's a big ass silverback gorilla. He had no business talking to a 9-year-old like this. My son was there to do a job for acting, and that was not a part of it.
While the use of the N-word really won't help her attempts to get sympathy, the mom is still coming at his neck and is clearly shook up about her kid being publicly humiliated to a global audience prior to even becoming a teenager.
They fucking lied to us, you guys. And then they wouldn't. They're supposed to have a teacher on set or a monitor, and they didn't have no monitor for me to watch my son. And I'm sitting here to watch my son cry and be bullied by this stop motherfucker.
Extreme.
For no reason, my son was just sitting there, you guys. You guys need to cancel DRUSKI because that's not okay what he did. You're not cool anymore, guys, and then you suck.
As soon as it happened, some people who had been waiting for his fall off were ecstatic. DRUSKI finally getting exposed as an overly mean bully. Can't wait for it to go downhill on that guy. Pretty much straight away, there have been attempts at damage control. For starters, DRUSKI did what comedians basically never do and tried to make amends for his comment.
I got a couple drinks for me, but that ain't no excuse, bro. For real. Like, I'm a bigger dude, you're a bigger dude. We on the same page, and like, I really do apologize. I understand. We got the same mindset. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, getting excited in here, you know what I mean? But I rock with you. What's your name? Joseph. You're a good dude, Joe.
From there, Kaisenat tried to shoot him some bail and said the mother was purposefully blowing it out of proportion.
I'm gonna be honest. As soon as it was said, we caught it and said he's a kid, chill. But not only that, I could kind of see that this is forced a little bit. Like Ma Duke's behind the camera, like saying, "Yay, say this, this, and this, and this." We cut it out solely for the fact that we didn't want to put it on YouTube to make a joke out of it. Anyway, so that's how serious it is. So we made sure to cut it out so that no other viewers on YouTube can even see the joke. You feel me? Not only that, but DRUSKI in detail, I think he apologized twice. DRUSKI is a comedian, so whatever the fucking first thing he says is gonna come to his head. But he knew he was wrong. He actually apologized for this one.
But for a lot of those online,
All this shit is online. Everything on the internet, though. Like, you can see everything.
Back and make it how it was before. This is legit DRUSKI becoming every bully he's ever had. However, others felt like he didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like, man. What he did was basically sound like what niggas used to do to him.
An issue. Not gonna lie, DRUSKI was OD, but parents like this are the reason the kids are like this. Either accept being fat and feed into the jokes, or lose the weight. It's honestly not that complicated. But this is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to DRUSKI's tour of destruction. Because this wasn't the only incident that cast him in a bad light. And it wasn't just kids that got his wrath, but some of Kaisenat's friends as well. Most notably, the 18-year-old Ray from Taiwan, who was subject to some really questionable behavior. And the whole situation led to Kai being frustrated, if not outright angry by what went down.
How you doing, sir? My name is Ray.
No, don't do your language you do.
I haven't even started.
You said to be real. She wants to do what he's supposed to do. Y'all said be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Erase that. I might get canceled.
No, it's live.
Over time, Ray got progressively sick of his behavior, eventually storming off.
He just told. Oh,
I'm so
see?
confused what's going on right now.
See?
He thinks that.
How you gonna switch up on me? You just told me that shit was racist as fuck.
Hey, why you switch on me? I didn't do nothing, bro. I just walked past.
Oh, this nigga don't
I
even
just walked past.
you
I just walked past the hallway, and you told me about. Oh, they kicked me out. I couldn't. You switch. I'm like, bro.
That's what it is.
And once again, the whole scenario divided everyone. This is pretty bad in itself, but it only got worse when people
They just spicing it.
had a history of this behavior. Once again, putting Kai in an awkward situation in a stream from 6 months back.
No, what?
Ray, you don't gotta do this. Ray, you don't have to do this. Ray, when black people cut music on, you don't do that no more, Ray. Nah, it's a puppet thing.
Come on, hey,
Ray, don't do
Kai, by the way,
Kai, don't do that.
I hope you don't feel good about yourself.
Kai, don't do that.
This is what they do to circus. This is a circus.
You're putting that there.
Yeah, that's
Really?
This is sad.
Oh, you're putting that card.
Yeah, this is sad.
Listen, Ray, don't.
Why you keep saying
A video like this, like, it's for sensitive ass niggas, man.
Circus like he wasn't juggling balls at Diddy's party last year. Kai is for real a real one. Kevin and DRUSKI was mad racist. Imagine if this was one black guy and 3 Taiwanese guys. He even took shots at Ray when he's not around to defend himself.
Is that Rice?
No.
Why would the fuck?
That was a straight. That was uncalled for. I shouldn't have said that.
Why the fuck would that be right?
I shouldn't have said that was right. I assumed it was right.
But it's like the dark jokes is supposed to, like it's a level of humor like niggas not able to reach.
I thought it was white rice. That's what they fucking eat. I thought it was rice.
Like
No, not that. No.
people trying to make it like crazy worse than what it is.
Part of the rampage that Drewski went on during Kai's stream. Along the way, he even managed to antagonize NPC Miles Morales too.
300,000 people watching this right now.
300,000 people in here.
Wow. It's a lot of people to be watching while we trying to go to sleep.
You're starting to get on my nerves.
What the fuck?
What? Hey, Kev. Hey, yo, Kev. Yo, Kev. Kev. Did I do anything? Just be real with me, man. I said nothing.
The second time came when Drewski began throwing a drummer's equipment around, leading Miles to completely crash out on him.
I'm just sick of this shit, bro. I just can't fucking do no more, man.
Hey, yo, real shit. Who the fuck you think you is? Who the fuck you think you is? You don't get your ass out of here, nigga.
And still, he wasn't done either. Because
That's like the gangster character of Miles.
James's attempt at a motivational speech.
Always my favorite saying is without a doubt, whatever you're doing. Why you laughing?
Nah, Drewski, you are rude.
Why you laughing?
Nah, Drewski, you are fucking rude,
Why you laughing?
dude. Drewski,
That's the whole point of him being on the stream. Is his character. It's like this rude asshole, funny guy.
For some people, it appears to be the final straw. But for others, it's not so much these kinds of instances that are the problem, but it's his ties to some of the most controversial figures in hip-hop today, particularly Diddy, who he cites as an influence.
I was influenced by P. Diddy, and when he had the Making the Band show, I thought, that's, bruh, see, that's why I can't look this way when I'm talking, especially when I said P. Diddy.
Over the years, Diddy and Drewski have sparked up a professional relationship, and maybe even a personal friendship. At one point, they even filmed a skit together where Drewski invaded one of Diddy's houses, where some of those alleged atrocities happened.
Oh, I'm a black man. Don't mind if I do. I wouldn't.
Yo, now you look back at these skits, and you just could tell it's.
He's tried his best to keep the details scant about their relationship.
Yeah. That's why I said I was inspired by P. Diddy. That's what I was talking about. Why the fuck do y'all keep looking at me like that? When I say that, I'm saying that I'm inspired by the way he was talking to his people at his label. Well, I ain't say that.
Diddy did have a motivational business video, inspirational, going after what you want video.
He was talking to the people at his label on the show, so that's the same way we do our business, yeah.
And as the heat got turned up on Puff, Drewski got increasingly shifty about the whole thing. During his $1 million worth of game interview, he even straight up shut it down, leaving Gilly looking a little disappointed in how promptly he tried to end the conversation.
You ever been to one of Diddy parties?
Yeah, I've been in attendance. Hey, what the fuck you smirking for?
How you saying that?
I said I've been in attendance. I have been in attendance.
We never been. We just asking.
Yeah. Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, I mean, it was a party. I wasn't at one of them parties.
We ain't say that about no party.
I've been in attendance. Yeah, I went. Yeah, I don't know which party. The party I went to, it was girls just turn up. You know what I'm saying? The regulars. You know what I mean?
Parties. Wait, what party? Oh, that's crazy.
And how he handled it wasn't overlooked by the public. He really got defensive really fast. He's completely right. They asked him a simple question. Now, it's just a recurring theme that every time
But they know what when you ask you ever been to a Diddy party, you know what you're referring to. Like, nigga, it's not stupid. Everybody know y'all referring to the real Diddy parties that are described in his criminal court cases, not the fucking.
Let's go on the rest of them.
Not a normal party that he has for the public.
let's just go, man. I mean, what the keep the tour going. No.
Come back.
No.
Alongside hanging out with other infamous hosts of white parties like Michael Rubin, DRUSKI has also damaged his credibility during his relationship with Ruby Rose. It all began when they were first seen getting pretty cozy on camera. From there, they went public with the relationship. From the outset, people couldn't really believe it. But within 2 weeks, it all came crashing down. And initially, DRUSKI claimed it was because he couldn't keep up with her lifestyle.
What happened?
You know, it comes with a lot, and I wasn't really, I don't know if I was prepared yet, but I learned a lot from it. So I think coming out of that, you know, you better have them pockets ready.
Okay, so what is it?
I ain't saying that's what happened.
No, I'm saying, so I want to understand, so was it more financial when you deal with a woman of that caliber?
Yeah, but I think it's all, you just got to be ready, because you don't know when you're going to have to be pulling that wallet out.
But before long, we'd realize how true that really was, because she aired him out and said the whole thing was a financial transaction. I only give it up if I'm in love. I don't give a fuck how much money a man got. I'm rich as fuck. He is funny and nice though. Soon, he was getting trolled like never before. I mean, he wasn't lying. Too expensive to keep her, doing the PR. Suddenly, DRUSKI was faced with one of the biggest L's of his entire time. Because when you're operating in a realm between hip-hop and comedy, paying a girl for a falsified relationship is never gonna do you any favors once it's revealed. And speaking of hip-hop, another issue that DRUSKI is facing at the moment is his allegiance to a rapper who knows quite a lot about taking L's these days, in Drake. Way back in 2020, DRUSKI struck up a bond with Drizzy based on nothing other than the rapper being a fan of his content. And soon, he'd give him a major boost to his career when an appearance in one of his music videos helped catapult him to fame.
What are you doing? What? Wait, yo, you straight?
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm sure you got a tissue.
No, why?
I don't get how this is a dark side, like,
And DRUSKI seems nothing but thankful of Drake giving him this opportunity.
I'd probably say Drake gave me a great opportunity with the Laugh Now, Cry Later video. Yeah. Big opportunity with that. I was actually going to tap Laugh Now, Cry Later. Yeah, I probably put it on my leg or something. Yeah, okay. But definitely was probably going to tap that just because it was one of those moments that did change my life.
Soon, he even had Drake modeling his merch on Instagram.
DRUSKI had sent me a Colorado University hoodie, and fuck. But the quality on his merch is super fucking cool, so like whatever.
And at one stage, he even had Drake pop onto his stream to be a potential could-have-been signee.
Put you all some shit like this easy.
Yeah. Let me see a TV. Let me see a TV. Let me see what I want to know what my lifestyle is gonna be like.
Nah, it's gonna be sitting on this little shit right here, man.
What the fuck?
I'll get you some light. So you can see. Yeah. Don't fuck with us. Damn.
And with all the issues Drizzy is having with UMG right now, he probably wishes he took whatever deal DRUSKI was offering. With all the things that Drake has done for him, it's no surprise that he feels a degree of loyalty for him. But it's not so much of him showing solidarity that's the issue. Instead, it's the petty way he's going about it that's the problem. At times, he's tried to stifle Not Like Us from being played in the club. Then, he did the same when K-Dot was played during Kaisenat's stream. As Drake has continued to be recognized as the loser in the beef by most, DRUSKI has kept right on his side to the point he's now caping for the entire nation of Canada.
Hey, you see Rick Ross got into it with Canadians over there? They jumped in for playing Not Like...
Sleep on them Canadians, I told y'all. I've been said that.
Right.
Ultimately, the end result of everything that's going down is DRUSKI has gone from universally beloved to more of a divisive figure. But there's an argument to be made that this is a necessity for his brand, particularly when you consider what he's best known for these days. Although it's a big part of his content, Could Have Been Records has become the leading light of his empire to the point that he even made it a TV show. And while it's entertaining to see, it goes away to explain how he wound up just going off at people like he did at Kaisenat's stream. Because when you think about it, the concept of him bringing these hopefuls on to sign to his imaginary record label is basically to clown people. Sometimes it's good-natured.
You sound white Jamaican.
Yeah.
You white Jamaican.
Anything you want, say, brother.
I ain't never met a white Jamaican. That's crazy.
We're outside.
Jamaican
Personality, he just what he does. That's what he does for a living, literally clown people.
From Jamaica. Like it's
all shapes and form.
But we represent for Jamaica.
But then you have other times like his run-in with the Backpack Kid on another Kaisenat video.
What's your name, big bro?
Backpack Kid, huh?
Backpack Kid, yeah. I remember him. Crazy. He on a TikTok.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I do what I do.
He wanted TikTok.
Who does he play?
No, he don't play shit. He do the floss.
Yeah, you know
the little dance. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to see
He created
you
that.
and your kids do it on Snapchat. It's on Fortnite.
So what happened to the money that they did give you from beginning of when you started the dance?
What do you mean? Huh?
Like I'm saying, like you remember you had your years were like 2016, 2017. What happened after that? What'd you do with the money?
I mean, I invested some of it. I spent a lot
Smart
of it.
dude. What'd you do with the money? Let's talk about it. He said,
huh?
What'd you do? What happened to the money?
Wait, no, let him. Can we let him play?
My bad.
What are you doing? So is this just do you sing or do you play?
I just play.
What'd you do with the money from back in the day?
Wait, can we just let him play the piano?
My bad. He don't want to talk about it.
Let's hear it. All right, this is good.
This nigga, you fucking idiot.
How y'all like it?
I don't want to hear no fucking piano. This is 2024.
I didn't forget what you did last time. You said I could die. I didn't do nothing to you, bro. I didn't do nothing to you, bro. You said I could die.
Get him the fuck out of here. Get him out first and then get the other. Get him out. Wait.
Well, that's the whole purpose of the show. That's what makes it so good, having him as a guest. You need somebody like that.
People who eat this up, but for others, each incident like this is a step towards ruining his repair job in someone's eyes. I can't stand DRUSKI from the moment he pulled out the cord from that boy's keyboard. Yeah, joking is one thing, and bullying is another. For DRUSKI, making this kind of content is
He not made for.
because obviously viral.
He not made for soft ass niggas. Like he's just not a. He got a asshole personality while he jokes around with it
Let's
though.
think about the time he claimed he slept with Young Ma.
Don't stop for start, nigga. Young May. Fuck that. Can't name another story better than that. I fucked it. Took it.
Alright, he probably took too far. He probably tried to kill him. Just.
On other occasions, it's even led to potential beefs, leading him to being checked by NBA YoungBoy for saying his baby mama resembled the comedian. Then, there was the time famous Dex warned him to not make jokes about him anymore.
I don't know you, so why you want to post all that old shit? I know you're a comedian. Brother, you're a black man. I salute you. But don't put my name in your mouth in this negative. Say Dex doing good. You know what I'm saying? Just say real shit, bro.
To DRUSKI, it seems like if he's not causing controversy, he's doing something wrong. Ultimately, he is a
That's his brand.
For the most part, he gives.
That's how he built himself up, and y'all gonna get annoyed of it after a while, but that's what it is. The people who like him gonna stay with him. People who don't gonna go.
Number 2 in America in karate.
What, black guy?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Not sure enough. I don't know you guys' names.
Come on, black guy.
So yes, Alex was.
Alex. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Come on. Too much. Jeez, chill. Give the fat guy a break.
Plus, he's obviously accepted the routine trolling of his friend Jack Harlow. Never needed no PR, or stylist, or trainer, or nutritionist. If DRUSKI wanted to keep things as they are, he'd probably be able to coast through a successful career. But the problem is that with incidents like what we saw during the weekend, he might be damaging his potential upside in the mainstream world that he's beginning to infiltrate and has always said that he aimed for. When you think back to his humble beginnings, it's really crazy how he's came up. Some kids would be like, yo, I want to be best dressed, or I want to be the best athlete. I used to literally say in my mind in elementary school, I want to be the funniest this year. I want to be the funniest kid in class. I would just flip off all class and act like an ass. Upset isn't even the right word. He said of his parents' reactions to his antics. My mom used to love it, like literally crying. Even though he was intent on becoming a comedy star, DRUSKI tried to study sports broadcasting just to keep his parents happy, but promptly dropped out of college.
I did 1 year at GGC, which is like a close school to where I'm from. Then I went to Georgia Southern, and I did like half a semester.
Jesus.
And just stopped going to classes, just all in general.
From there, the sketches began, and after a little bit of convincing from his friends, he decided to make a career out of it.
The first time I was kind of forced to do it because my homeboy just recorded me, and I was just like talking shit at a gas station, and he just started recording me. He was just like, yo, because at that point they had been telling me to do it, so he just, one of my homeboys, my close homeboys, he just forced me, and he just recorded me. He was like, yo, just post it, and I posted it, and like everybody like locally that knew me, they're like, thank God, like, yo, please keep doing this. This is so funny.
Right.
And I was just like, yo, we can do this. This is gonna be easy. Like, yo.
Yeah, because it's like
killed it.
After his humble beginnings, DRUSKI has came a long way, and a lot of people want to see him win. I hope Drewski becomes a household name. He's on his way for sure. Man's got raw comedic talent. He's one of those guys that can make absolutely anything sound funny. And in a lot of ways, he is. After all, he's become such a valuable commodity that he once got scammed into making a commercial for a guy that wound up making millions off his likeness. And all Drewski got out of it was some free pictures.
And I sent him the video. I see this video everywhere. Because my at the time I had just done Drake music video. So my face was like, everybody's like, oh, this is the new comedy dude. This is the new. I'm seeing on Snapchat. I'm going to YouTube. I'm like, damn. Thank you, man. You changed my life. I'm turning this into $1 million business. And I think he sent me like, out of love, I think he sent me like 10K.
But while this might be enough for some people, Drewski has always wanted more. And with his antics and ties to people like Diddy, he might be in risk of putting a ceiling on his acceptability to Hollywood. In interviews, Drewski has always been pretty open that sketches on IG aren't his end goal.
Alright, this nigga Diddy got connections with everybody in the damn industry. I don't know how we're gonna do this. You have a plan to take everybody out the industry with him?
But bearing his
It's what it is, man. That's what he did.
Alongside Chloe Bailey and a few episodes on Grownish, his acting experience outside of music videos and his own content is pretty slim. This is a problem which comes down to his brand management. Because while he's living his best life in commercials for Google and Nike, it seems like no Hollywood studio or even streaming service like Netflix is willing to take a chance on him. In fact, in an interview with New York Times, he revealed that he was yet to land a major theatrical role even after 2 years of auditions. But he's still pushing forward. That's part of the hustle, he said. The no's are what gets you the yeses. This is exactly what the argument comes down to. Is Drewski not getting these roles because he's not good enough? Or is it because these major companies are nervous about pumping money into him just for a joke on stream to get him canceled? While there's still plenty of time for him to reach these goals and aspirations, he can't afford too many more slip-ups like we've seen lately. Because if he's not careful, he's going to wind up with a toxic brand that no one will be willing to invest a lot of money into or build on. All love to Drewski on this one. I'm just pointing out how things could go wrong if he's not careful.
Man, fuck up. Niggas just trying to find any way to just... It didn't even seem like much of a dark side. It's the same shit he been doing his whole way to make his way up, man. He always been a funny asshole on camera, and sometimes he'll make jokes towards people who shouldn't have been joked at. Like, that's what he does, and man, the rawness of that, like, if he don't hold back, is why people fuck with him in the first place. And I think everybody just in this world is just gonna kiss everyone's ass in this. If you think kissing everyone or not offending anyone in this world is going to make it get you through life, it's not just